I answered as Jamie Ingle from WCW.
Mm.
And I'm like, I knew who she was, but I was like, why are you calling me? She's like, well, Jimmy Hart's on this. We're looking for a partner for Marcus. Alex Wright isn't working with them. He tries to leave, there's no chemistry. And we're thinking about bringing you in as a trial basis. Let me get you over to Kevin Sullivan. So next thing you know, I'm talking to Kevin Sullivan. And Kevin's this, that, and the other. Okay, we'll call you next week with some details. This is maybe in June of 95. For the next 3, 4 weeks in a row is, this. Okay, it's this. Okay, it's this. Then finally, okay, we got you for whenever the August 8th, whenever the following Monday is, in Orlando for the next 2 weeks, TV tapings as Marcus' partner under a 90-day trial to see if you can work out. And we just clicked. It just boom.
The chemistry you guys had, was it immediate? Did it just click right away, or did it take some time, or what do you think?
As goofy as it sounds, it was almost immediate because we could like look at each other and we set it off to look at the level. Yeah, boom. And we look at each other and almost saying the exact same thing. So we have thought so blah, blah, and without discussing it beforehand.
Yeah.
And if we did think of a tag team spot, Marcus would be like a drop down, leapfrog, him with a drop kick. Type of stuff like that to where he do the drop down, get the drop kick. Little things that we would just, I knew how to do a tag match, He puts his hand up. You do that. You see so many people fumbling with somebody trying to tag, somebody tag that way. So Marcus knew. He trusted me with that. Again, just as weird sounds, it was just we clicked against each other and as partners. So when you split against me in the ring, you could kind of sense off each other of what we were thinking.
Yeah, American Male's theme song. I mean, it has become a football classic. People love it so much. I think Jimmy Hart deserves the credit. I mean, we know it's everybody's favorite now and they love it. But what did you and Buff think about it way back when?
I still remember the first time we heard it in the big dressing room, not like a singles area, but a big dressing room. Jimmy walks in with a boombox with this playing and goes, "Here's your song, baby," and it's also that meow, yeah. Me and Marcus Hood, and then went American Males, that Debo voice. Swear to God, me and Marcus Split
Yes.
looked at each other like that. And Jimmy Hart's going, "Yeah, just got the Debo, baby. It's gonna kick you right here, Doc." And we just went, all right, that kind of saves a little bit, but whoa, all right, it's us. And that was the first time, if you think about it, Marcus ever had his own music other than generic
Right.
Marcus Alexander Bagwell with his Sprayberry Stinger or Sprayberry Suplex Sprayberry Finish. That was his own music, but it wasn't like individualized. It was just generic music.
Yeah.
American Males was his first
Custom for him.
self-identifying music.
Yes.
So he felt pretty good about it. And if he felt good about it in that sense, it stayed with you. And 30 years later, it still stays with you.
And here's the thing too. I know that at the time people were having fun with it, but it would get over today in terms of the way you choreograph the song with you guys raising your hands over your head and clapping, like just that visual representation of the crowd doing that added a lot to it. And it felt like that became passe for a long time until years later you saw Brian Danielson doing the yes, 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 and it got over like Grover. It was an active thing to make the fans.
What's the original nowadays?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Jey Uso, exactly. But
Yeah.
in a weird way, one of the first people to do that was the American Male. So my question is, was that something that you guys came up with, a producer came up? Who was responsible for, hey, let's do this motion with the song?
That was just being Marcus going out the ring. We're like, we didn't know what to do. So instead of just walking out there, we just started clapping.
Yeah.
And it just came again, boom, boom. Marcus was like trying to figure out something to do. He goes, let's do this. So yeah, I go, it ain't easy being cheesy. All that works, boom. And we fire out. And I can't remember who did it first or if we decided to. I really can't remember how it happened, but we just started doing it because nobody else was doing it.
That's right.
And also, if you think of it this way, also, who had the first black and white music video?
The vignettes, yeah. That was before the nWo, that's for sure.
Yep. American Males, that was Kemper. Because Kemper knew nobody else did black and white.
Right.
And like that one Aha song was the cartoon black and white type stuff.
And they had contacts with the American.
Took it off of that. But the way he shot it, the way he produced it, it was nothing to do with wrestling. Pretty much it was just our look on top of buildings, shorts with a dog on a motorcycle and a Jeep and football in hand. All these little things and a waterfall, all this cheesy stuff. And it was in black and white before NWO.
But you think about like that music video, I think it was Chris Isaac, they're rolling around on the beach and it's black and white. And you think about the Calvin Klein ads from back in the day, and you guys are apparently the gimmick is your fashion models or what have you. But I mean,
It was basically off of International Mail magazine.
okay.
It showed Jimmy, and they couldn't use international mails because of the magazine itself was trademarked. So he just pulled out American mails. And that's where we had the College USA gimmick. It was funny. We did a Germany tour in 96 with the American Males versus Public Enemy in Germany. And we had the crowd chanting USA. The German crowd chanting USA against Public Enemy.
That's fun, dude.
And it worked. I don't know why, how. And Public Enemy was going, oh, no, USA chants at us. And it was goofy, silly, and it worked.
Yeah, that was December of 1996 when you're making that run with the Public Enemy internationally. I do want to ask you, when you think back on that era, I mean, the fan base of wrestling was obviously not exploded yet through the Monday Night Wars, but it was a different makeup. And I'm going to try to ask this question respectfully. Imagine two good-looking young guys who call themselves American Males. You probably got a fair amount of attention from the ladies back then after the matches as well. Now, I know that these days that's maybe not as prevalent as it once was. Wrestling fans these days look more like me than they did of the female variety. Was that something that was prevalent in WCW and call it 95, 96?
Let's just say without my lawyer in prison, I'm not legally allowed to answer that question. No, it was basically what was it? It was Mongo who said there are room keys being thrown to these two right now. I can see them bouncing in the ring, and that was when we won the World Tag Team titles in Johnson City. I remember him making a comment, and it was just about as insane as that. Two good-looking guys. I mean, it was either into the hotel bar or into a local bar or wherever it was, a local strip club, whatever it could be. Boom, 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 and it was getting a little ridiculous. But when Nitro started and we became quasi celebrities, is when it really got just stupid. Where again, wrestlers are viewed differently. Instead of walking in being like, oh God, those wrestlers are here. It's like, oh God, wrestlers are here. And they shovel us in the VIP.
Right.
Before, wrestlers are seen as troublemakers. Now wrestlers are seen as these guys on TV every Monday. Wow. And they're known. So, and they're alive. And so you get seen more nationally that way. And you're actually out, not just being a Saturday night TV taping scene elsewhere. You run a house show somewhere. You just run the show in that town that night, especially out in the West Coast.
Right.
You get done like 8 o'clock. By 11 o'clock, you're done watching the replay at the hotel, and you can be at a regular bar until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So West Coast is very detrimental. But it was, you were seen differently by establishments, by the ladies, even the American males were seen with standing in the gay community back then.
Hmm.
We had, because um, we found, like, I had a leather vest. I found two of them when I gave them Marcus. Mine had an onk on the back of it at a leather shop in Atlanta, in Buckhead. And leather shops were just, like stuff you see in the mall, leather shops where they had all this stuff. Those leather shops had a lot more S&M,
Got it.
all this stuff, all kind of sexual connotations to it. And you just go in there and you can kind of tell the American males were over. We had a nice contingent with that. So we were getting support from every facet of the community, which is, in that area, was different, but it was acceptable. Slowly became acceptable.